In the silence of forgotten forests, where the winds speak in languages we no longer remember, there are ancient tales, not carved in stone nor written in ink in scrolls, but whispered among the roots, carried by the breath of beasts. They speak of animals that don't just howl or bark, but speak in riddles, in tight tongues, spirits covered in fur and feathers, eyes that sparkle with memories that aren't theirs. You're told they're fairy tales, but ancient truths never die. They simply learn to wait in the dark. There's a legend from the jungles of the Coal River at sunset. Every once in a while, the river would run red with blood, and the jungle would fall silent. Then she would appear, a tiger with an obsidian hide, speaking with a voice that echoes like thunder in a cavern. The elders named her Exgor, which means bloodletter. She didn't come to hunt, not for sport, nor sustenance. She came to rule, and her eyes held the secrets of every living thing in the jungle. She would appear to those who shed blood without purpose, hunters drunk with arrogance, who boasted of their conquests and how many lives they could take without consequence. They spoke their secrets aloud, exposed wounds buried deep within the soul. Some cried, some fled, some disappeared, swallowed up by the guilt she embodied. Excalibur wasn't alone. In Siberia, an owl whispered dreams of death to warriors before battle, driving them mad with visions of their own demise. In the Sahara Desert, a fox mimicked the voices of lost mothers to lure wanderers to their fate, each voice tailored to the spirit that inhabited it. But these are just stories, whispers around campfires, to scare children into good behavior. Dismiss them as myth. After all, science says animals can't really speak, not in the way we understand it. At least, they communicate. Sure, but it's all instinct and chemicals, right? No grand conversations between wolves at night, no ancient pacts made with owls, no prophecies delivered by foxes, just animals making animal noises. But what about the lyrebird, which mimics chainsaws and babies' cries? What about parrots that repeat secrets they've never been taught? What about sleepwalkers who murmur the names of monsters in extinct languages? Or the man who claimed in 1912 that his dog confessed to murder in his dreams? These anomalies are too perfect to be coincidences. They begin to resemble intention. And so, the stories grow stronger, more insistent. Perhaps the talking animal isn't out there, not somewhere we can find, but inside. An unconscious voice taking shape in our nightmares. A monster of instinct and memory, telling us truths we refuse to face when awake. It wears the skin of a wolf, a crow, a snake, but speaks the words we bury. So when the forest whispers at night and the wind seems to carry voices beyond our own, listen closely. Don't dismiss it as madness or myth. What if the animals are trying to tell us something? What if they're reaching out across the divide, trying to make contact, trying to warn us, guide us, help us understand? What if they have messages from beyond? From the spirits of those who came before, from the ancestors who walk among the graves? What if they hold the keys to mysteries we've long forgotten? You might think I'm crazy, a dreamer, a fool, but I say, there's wisdom in the whispers of the wind. There's truth in the tales of talking animals. If only we had the courage to listen, to open our hearts and minds to the possibility that there's more here, more than meets the eye, more than we can comprehend. What if the animals are trying to talk to us? Are you listening? What if animals could talk? What would you ask them? What if they could teach us something profound about life, the universe, ourselves? What if they had answers to questions we've pondered for centuries? What if they held secrets that could change our world? Are you willing to listen to their message? Are you ready to hear their wisdom? Perhaps it's time we stopped dismissing their voices as mere coincidence and started paying attention. Perhaps it's time we opened our hearts and minds to the possibility that there's more here, more than meets the eye, more than we can comprehend. Perhaps it's time we acknowledge that we are not alone in this world, that we are connected to all living beings in ways we've only just begun to understand. So the next time you hear a whisper in the trees, a voice that doesn't belong, don't look away. Listen, not with your ears, but with the part of you that still believes in magic, in mystery, in the impossible. Because the animals are trying to talk to us. They're trying to tell us something. Are you listening?